good evening, and normally I'd say welcome to AllFurRadio, but this is going to be a bit of a training video, so hopefully you guys won't mind that too much. But we're going to be talking about Mixxx, that's Mixxx. Hopefully you guys will check it out sometime, but yeah, it is a free DJing and broadcasting program. It means that you can DJ with Mixxx, you can broadcast to AllFurRadio with Mixxx, so it makes a fantastic alternative if you're looking for a powerful program that's free. Obviously, there are extra features on programs like Virtual DJ and Sam that are probably a bit better in some aspects, but if you need a program to work with, this really isn't a bad choice. I've been using it myself, and it is quite useful, and it's not like super difficult to use either. I'm going to go ahead and start Mixxx here. So it's going to load and then it's going to pop up, and you're not going to be able to see the pop-up until I pull it over there, because it likes to pop up. Oh no, it decided to pop up on the right screen for once. Be amazed. But for me, this is because I am using an external sound card, and it does not like my external sound card, so I can only hear Mixxx through Second Life whenever I am on air, which is slightly annoying. I'm sure there's probably a way to fix it, and I just don't know how. But if you have a normal sound card inside of your computer, this should not be an issue, I don't think. But I just hit continue. So basically, to set this up, you'll go to options and then preferences, and you can't see my preferences right this second. I am going to go down to live broadcasting and switch to connection 2 so you don't see all of my stream info. So this is an example of a shoutcast stream in the Mixxx preferences. So we currently give all of our DJs shoutcast version 2. Mixxx does not show you shoutcast version 2 in this pull down menu. Version 1 works with version 2, so all you have to do is hit shoutcast 1. Most of our DJs have shoutcast version 2, especially if you are joining us before January. I'm not sure what direction we're going to take after January. For right now, I have been issuing shoutcast version 2 streams. Some of our DJs do have IceCast as well. You pretty much set it up the same way with one of the IceCast, whichever version that you have. So you put your host in here, and you put your port here, obviously. Regular password here. I believe you put the admin password here. That's what works for mine. So mount, you don't need this for a shoutcast stream. For an IceCast stream, you would do the little slash, and then whatever, like your like slash name or whatever your mount point is, to get that in there. And you select your bitrate, your format. I always do MP3 because that's what I use. Stereo, of course. Make sure to enable, well, this is fine to have enable automatic reconnect, but I have it set up like this. But if you are using a club stream, make sure, whatever you do, that whenever you are done, you disconnect from the stream. That's useful to all the other DJs who will be working with you if it is a shared stream. If it's your stream, then it's not as big of a deal, but if there's someone also using the stream that's not you, you need to make sure when you're done with everything that you aren't still holding on to the stream so that others can use it. But basically, it's pretty easy. Make sure you have, like, if it's public stream info, put, if you have a name for your show. My name is Sheba and the Flying Pickles because, of course, I have Sheba's Flying Pickle Invasion and the Royal Decree, all of which are Sheba and the Flying Pickles. You can name your stream whatever you want to name it, and I have my website in here as well. If you have another website that you want to add in here, like if you make a cute little page for like your stream or something, you could put it in there. If you just want to put a throwaway page in there, you can. It doesn't really matter. But mostly, as long as you have this information done, you'll be good. Oops, I think I hit that on accident. But as long as you have all of this info in here, you'll be good. Currently, the streams I've been tossing to people have a max bitrate of 128. I just tend to always use 96, but you're welcome to use up to 128 on the shoutcast streams I've been tossing to the clubs and people, because that's just what I've been defaulting it to. If there's an issue with that and it needs to be changed, please do let me know. But you should be good. Of course, I believe I have had to go down to, if I can find it, not the auto DJ, it was sound and hardware. So the reason that mine pops up and is mad at me is because I can't put anything in any of these for it to stream to at all, because I don't have anything in that slot where the sound card goes. So if yours isn't letting you hear it or something like that, go to like one of these and see if you can add the sound card or the external sound info that you want to stream to. This should fix it so that you can hear it. If you're like me and you're running an external sound card, the easiest thing to do is either find a time whenever someone's not on the stream and log into the board that at the club where you work to test the stream. Make sure it's like off hours if you can. If there's no one's in the club, it's fine. The other thing you can do, if you don't have that option but you have a place where you can throw it in the LAN, is just toss it in the LAN URL, test it that way, make sure everything's working. But that's just if you can't hear it through Mixxx, like the way that I can't hear it through Mixxx. So that should get you going with everything. Just make sure once you have your live broadcasting stuff set up that you hit apply over at the side, and it should apply everything. Then you can hit this little button right here and you will start streaming to the stream. Now the way that I do this, you don't have to do it the same way that I do. I know Cryo, he does it in a different way because he like makes playlists, and I have made like one playlist, and I'm just lazy and haven't done it for any of the other ones. What I do is I have all of my music in folders, and I have them sorted in like 2-hour time slots or 4-hour time slots because of how long my show used to be. I have them all neat in those little folders, so I can just go to Auto DJ and click on Auto DJ. Don't click on crates. I'm not sure what crates does, but you can see I have some music here. It's because it's left over from my last show. So you can select your music here, and if you're putting more music in, you can like right click and then remove it and then add more music in. But the cool thing is, if you select all of your songs in here and you look over here, it'll tell you how long that will last, how much time you have in music here. You can also just hit shuffle and it'll shuffle them for you. But if you want to start playing the music right here, make sure that you're streaming, click this button, and then hit Enable Auto DJ, and it will start playing these. Now, if you have voiceovers in, like if you're like me and you record your voiceovers as an MP3, and you toss them in like you would toss in a tune, or another MP3 like these, sometimes what I have found is that if you have this set to like 5, it will eat part of your voiceover. So whenever I have a voiceover coming up, and if I catch it in time, I will take that down to like 1 or 2 so that it doesn't play music over what you're saying. But again, this is just for people like me who pre-record their voiceovers right before they're going to toss them in and use them as an MP3. It's easier for me because sometimes I do have a bit of a stutter and I just don't want to make my voiceovers not sound all that great. So I will pre-record my voiceovers, toss them in, and then I can also get that timing just right because I'm weird and I have to have my timing just right. But that is how I get these the way that I want them to be. It does have duration here. That is like the most useful thing. I do wish it had a start timer thing, like whenever it thinks that the music is going to start, like it has for the duration. I would love that, but it doesn't. So I just do math and use this to make sure things are timed right. But whenever you're done, you can just click this again, it'll disable the auto DJ, and your last tune will just finish playing, and it'll go to silent, and then you can end your broadcast, and of course put the board where you're working at back at the radio station, or that is supposed to be on, or switch over to the next DJ. Whatever is going on there, you can just take care of that. But this should get you set up so that you're at the very least able to get things going, build from there. But yeah, hopefully you guys have an awesome day. Hopefully this helped a little bit too, because I know having a new thing like this, it gets a little confusing. They're all sort of similar, but they're also always kind of different whenever it comes to different DJ programs. I think that's really all that you need to start out, but I don't know how to set up the mics and auxiliary things. You might have to go through the regular tutorials for Mixxx to figure that one out, because I don't use that while I'm DJing, so I haven't taken the time to set it up. But this is what I know. Hopefully it'll help you guys as well. And well, I look forward to hearing all of your shows.